On. And a chance now to look at the schedule for San Antonio. On Tuesday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic. Then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And for that game against the Cavaliers, it's going to be game number 4 for them during the start of this NBA campaign. They'll want to get off to a hot start for the year.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. And for the Spurs, Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Vassell in at the 3. Now here's Gobert. Second chance effort. The kick out to Edwards. Picked by Gobert. Down low. And Gobert with the stuff.
Yeah, it just seems like every year Edwards gets more comfortable running the pick and roll.
And Stan, while Edwards has pushed back, it hasn't stopped others from comparing him to his airness, Michael Jordan.
And that talk is more about how his game reminds one of MJ and less about greatness. Edwards' career is just getting started.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Wembanyama. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
And Gobert with the bucket on the assist by Edwards.
Outstanding job converting in close. Gobert understands how to execute around the rim.
Here's Fox. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Last time they met in Minneapolis.
And they came away with the win because everyone contributed. The starters, the bench, they all played as a unit.
Yeah, give credit to those guys for playing with such aggressiveness. It makes a huge difference when you get that kind of boost from your second unit.
Now here's Randle. Playing Detroit, he was nearly unstoppable. Back come the Spurs in transition. Offensive rebound, Spurs. Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. Beyond the arc. Gets the 3 to fall.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama. A big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
Up top, DiVincenzo. And here's Edwards outside. Kept alive. Here's Gobert. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Fox. Sohan outside. Wembanyama finds Vassell. Lets it go from deep. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Minnesota in the lead. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Spurs. He knows it'll be tough to score in the paint tonight. Gobert locks down the lane as well as anyone. He blocks shots, and then when you count the numbers of shots he alters, you get a full picture of his dominance at the defensive end. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. Stand two of the greatest words in all of sports, opening day.
Absolutely, Brian. Everybody's undefeated, everybody's optimistic, and everybody is eager to get going, whether you're playing or the guy on the sidelines drawing up plays. I love how competitive Edwards is. He relishes getting revenge like this.
Vassell against Edwards. It's Vassell with the drive. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's on Anthony Edwards. Coach, as you know, two-way wings like Devin Vassell are a hot commodity in the NBA these days.
Yeah, Brian, he's got good defensive instincts. He's got great length. And offensively, a pretty good three-point shooter. But his main weapon is that mid-range jump shot.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Fox surveying the D. And yep, it's good. Fox has got 7 points.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Pass to McDaniels. Back to DiVincenzo. Inside. And Gobert with the stuff.
Well, that's why you feed Gobert near the rim. He makes the most of those easy opportunities.
Fox, the pass to Sohan. Wembanyama against Gobert. Picked up by Sohan. Here's Wembanyama. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
Now here's Edwards. Defense right on him.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. To the inside, Castle. The basket's good off the assist from Fox.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Here's Edwards. And that's not gonna go. Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Spurs.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position.
Well, the strength of Gobert allows him to finish through contact better than most guys.
Stan, it feels like the hardest part of team building is getting a superstar. The Spurs have one.
Well, they sure do, B.A. San Antonio was retooling for a few years, and then they won that 2023 lottery and draft Victor Wembanyama, a superstar, and now it's about surrounding him with the right guy.
Now here's Fox. He's got 9. Pass to Vassell. And here's Wembanyama. Back to Vassell. 4 on the clock. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Vassell's got 6 points.
Well, the defense has to do a better job at pushing Vassell off that spot outside.
And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Fox against DiVincenzo. Banked it in off the glass. DiVincenzo's got his second basket.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Fox. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. Edwards, a pass to Randle. Gobert with it. Here's Edwards. 5 points in the game. 3 on the clock. Here's Gobert. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Castle for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to DiVincenzo. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Sohan, the pass to Fox. Puts it up from 15. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. He's got 11.
Such an unpredictable player. Fox enjoys toying with defenders and bullying them in pick and rolls.
Coach, when you watch Wemby, it's not the height that jumps out. It's the way he moves with that height.
Brian, I've been around the NBA a long time, and you think you've seen it all. But when you see someone with Wembanyama's size and the things he can do, his ball handling, his shooting range, the way he moves, blocking shots, this guy is one of a kind.
Feels like he's emerging as the face of the NBA soon.
I think that's what we all expect.
A little raw skill-wise, but Sohan has that rare physical traits and a tremendous upside.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. Edwards, the pass to DiVincenzo. The kick out to Edwards. Picked by Gobert. To the paint. And he can't stop the run as that one misses.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Right side Edwards. To the middle. Here's Gobert. Playing to his strength. Gobert inside.
Nothing but buckets for Gobert tonight. The big man putting his mark on this game.
Vassell outside. Outside Wembanyama. Takes it inside. Back to Vassell. Shot clock at 5. Outside for Wembanyama. The 3 is up. Randall pulls down the board.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Wow, Edwards with the tough J.
Good defense, but even better offense from Edwards. Basically refusing to be denied.
They set the pick. Here's Wembanyama. And he makes it on the layup. Wembanyama's got 7 points.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
To the paint. Oh! Gobert hammers it home.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. San Antonio on top, up 5. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
26.
The energy in their hometown is electric, man. You can tell these players are loving the positive attitudes.
And there's more NBA action in store for us tonight. Here are the games. And that's a wrap on half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. You look at Rudy Gobert in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's been on a tear so far, throwing down some vicious dunks. I was a little worried for the rim in the first half.
Well, as a defense, you can't allow him that much room in the post. That's just asking for trouble.
We've got Keldon Johnson He's out there with Chris Paul, and it's Bassi in at the center position. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. And Stan, the league questioning the use of load management. I know you've wondered if it can even hurt conditioning.
There's no question, Brian. Look, since the age of load management has come into the NBA, injuries are up, not down. I think players have been deconditioned, and that's even before you get into the need of guys playing together more to gain a rhythm and an on-court chemistry. You know, like actually playing basketball together.
A novel idea. Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Miller. Pass to Minot. The 3 is up. Bassi pulls it in.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Johnson passes to Bassi. Back to Johnson. Puts the move on. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, everything Johnson does on the court, he does with force.
Here's Shannon. He's guarded by Paul. Reed, a screen on Paul. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Stan, when you talk to others about Keldon Johnson, one of the things you hear is that he's a natural leader.
Yeah, Brian, look, the intangibles with him are off the charts. This is a guy that got on the United States national team because of the kind of person and player he is. He leads by example every day.
And Coach, how about Naz Reid, the 2024 Sixth Man of the Year award winner?
Yeah, Brian, sort of unique. We often associate that award with shooting guards, but although he's a big, Reid is more than capable of putting up big numbers, including from long distance.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
Paul passes to Mamukelashvili. Another shot. Pass to Bassi. Here's Barnes. Launches it from deep. Reed with the rebound.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And Nickeil Alexander-Walker has built a role around defense and activity, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, he's started to understand that not everyone can be that superstar scorer, and he's carved out a role around hustle, but still capable of knocking down shots within the flow of the offense.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Outside Reed. Pass to Shannon. Lets the 3 fly. Reed can't hit. Spurs lead by 8. Johnson for 3. He buries it from 3. Johnson's got 7 points.
I love the confidence from Johnson. I want to see him continue taking these types of shots. Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Here's Paul on the take. Alexander Walker grabs the board. Timberwolves trail by 9. There's a minute 17 left in the third quarter. Reed in the post. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Just one of many things Reed contributes on the floor. His ability to save plays by just being in the right place.
Shot is good by Mamukelashvili. Mamukelashvili's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3 ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Hall looking over the floor. From the baseline. And again, it's San Antonio converting. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. Ooh, poked away. Reed with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Outside, Alexander Walker. Minnesota again missing. Spurs lead by 11. Hall passes to Bassie. And a missed layup.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
And it's Alexander Walker penetrating. Misses in close. Up in time. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Greg Popovich has called timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was telling his team. He kept it real with his team, telling them, I know you feel good about this lead, but let's not get lazy. Let's not act like this is a sure thing all of a sudden. Looking to keep their focus on the task at hand. Brian?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. Outside Edwards. Vassell with the rebound. Spurs lead by 14. Pass to Wembanyama. Shoots from the line. Randle pulls down the board. Minnesota shooting pretty well at 45%. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And sometimes Edwards makes defenses feel helpless. Tough shot there.
Fox against McDaniels. Fox outside. Sohan outside. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Inside. Oh, Fox with a steal. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. Vassell with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. Out to Fox. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And another note, how about the way they've cashed in off turnovers? Taking advantage when given the extra opportunity.
And Edwards, get up, Anthony Edwards!
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Sohan outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 7 tonight.
Well, with this team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Randle. Nice D from Vassell. Spurs lead by 12. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. To the inside. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is. And just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years. And it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
Pass to Gobert. McDaniels with it. Gobert with a screen on Vassell. McDaniels got room. San Antonio with a rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Fox the pass to Vassell. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. All right, Stan, as you look around the league, who stands out as the best perimeter defender right now?
There's so many good ones. OG Anunoby might be the most versatile. Drew Holiday, Derek White, KCP. Don't forget about guys like Aaron Gordon and Herb Jones, also outstanding.
Here's McDaniels. Rebound San Antonio. We've got 1:48 left in the game. Fox, the pass to Vassell. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 17. Outside Edwards. Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, fair to say he's meeting expectations so far.
Oh, no question, B.A. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft, Edwards has been anything but a bust. Now we are seeing him trying to compete for titles.
Defensive Player of the Year 4 times over, Stan. Rudy Gobert tied for the record.
Yeah, Brian, alongside Dikembe Mutombo and Ben Wallace, and Gobert's capable of getting another one too, assuming his countryman Victor Wembanyama doesn't start taking the reins.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Spurs.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from 3. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And what a huge performance it was for Victor Wembanyama.
Well, that work he's shown on the glass has been spectacular. You love to see that as a coach.
Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead. And these days, there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition. But, you know, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written. That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this.
That one's good for 2. San Antonio has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Fox outside. And there's the lob. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Here's Edwards. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. Back to Fox. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Gobert, no good. So we see the Spurs taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
This season. Still very young. Greg, what are you looking forward to this year?
Oh, well, Kevin, I'm always interested in the rookies, seeing which guys step up. The leap to the NBA can be a huge one, so you never know what will happen with some of these young players.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant is the point, with Bain out on the wing. Edey out there with Jackson, and it's Wells in at the 3. And the rejection by Wembanyama. 6 on the shot clock, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the Spurs making a change here. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in.
For your Spurs, number 54, Sandro Mamu-Kelishvili.
Now, here's Fox. Tight defense on him. Driving inside. And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, Fox can be so slippery on the drive, making those little adjustments to get by the defense.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Greg Popovich and I did speak a few minutes ago. Now, we talked about the big man, Jaren Jackson Jr., and specifically how to defend him. And Coach said he's a guy that can score from all 3 levels. Our guys have to be on him and active defensively as soon as he touches the ball. Coach needs his team to bring the energy tonight, and we'll see if they can respond. Guys?
Thank you, David. And here's Morant. There's a screen. Pass to Edey. Jacks up a 3. Jackson misses.
0 for 4 to start things off. Got a bit of a pillow fight brewing here, but they're going to get it going.
And, Richard, when it comes to Jaren Jackson, there's a lot to appreciate. My goodness.
Oh, I love that he can guard 1 through 5. Really a modern defensive NBA big man. He can go back to the basket or he can face up. He doesn't need the ball to make a huge impact.
Grant makes it off the glass.
Getting this one to fall hopefully gets things rolling. Their first make out of 5 shots.
Fox with it. Guarded now by Jackson to the right side. Here's Wembanyama. And easy 2 points on the layup.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Now here's Morant. 6 to shoot. And then Morant slams it in.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Fox feeling it out a bit. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. It's a 5-point game. And finished off by Morant.
Oh, one thing about Ja, he's determined.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Castle. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Now Vassell. from downtown. Rebounded by Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 3. To the middle. Here's Bain. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Excellent job converting inside. Bain's guys encourage him to be aggressive down there.
After earning the number 2 seed in the 2023 playoffs, Richard, last season was a lost year because of all those injuries and other things in Memphis.
John Morant only played 9 games last year. Desmond Bain missed half the year. Marcus Smart out. The Grizzlies still have a lot of young talent and a very bright future. He's been in the zone from the tip. 4 of 5 already. Jeez.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Look at Fox get up. Okay, I see you flexing on him.
Morant outside. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Pass to Kelishvili. Vassell outside. It's rebounded by Memphis. Last time they met was in Memphis.
Yeah, well, we thought maybe they would pull that one out, really just mounting an exciting comeback in that third quarter, but it just wasn't enough to get them across the finish line.
He can't hit. It's Fox with the drive. And the shot goes down. Fox has got 13.
We've seen Fox take over games before. Only takes a few shots to go, and then this man is feeling it.
With 1 on the clock, and finished off by Morant.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood.
A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for the San Antonio Spurs. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. Back right after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Oh boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
De'Aaron Fox out there with Castle. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Kelishvili in a power forward. That's the San Antonio 5. To the paint. Stolen by Jackson.
That is how you deny entry. Great effort.
Bain with it, and it's Vassell picking him up. Vassell against Jackson. Misses the layup.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Morant drives in and finished off by Morant.
And if you're wondering what makes Josh so special, it's his ability to take over games all by himself.
Outside for Wembanyama. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Wembanyama's got his second bucket of the night.
That is just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And it's Morant missing.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Watch the screen. And finished off by Morant.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Outside, Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Pass to Kalashvili. Back to Vassell. RJ, so often with rookies, we want to judge them after half a season. So we're not very patient with them. How long should we give players to prove themselves in the NBA?
Well, there's a different type of prove yourself. If you're talking about a rookie, I was taught after about game 60, you're no longer a rookie because you played every team, you understand the defensive concept, you might be a little fatigued, but after that, you're no longer a rookie. But to judge them, if they can play in this league, it can take a couple of years.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. You can't get that break. You can't take any plays off. His speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with all game long.
A ton, David, to deal with. No question. DA, thanks.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Here's Bain. And foul on the shot. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. It triggers a replay review by the officials.
For the Grizzlies, Desmond Bain taking 2 shots.
But you know, personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Richard, last season marked the 5th consecutive year that the Spurs missed the playoffs.
And this drought came directly after their historic streak of 22 consecutive playoff appearances. But the silver lining in this stretch is that it allowed them to draft a generational talent in Wembanyama.
Morant kicks to Bain. Shoots over Vassell. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Memphis foul. Larry. First personal foul. Second team foul.
.51 seconds left in the first half of the game. And he gets the bucket.
Agile finish from Vassell against that foul, managing to get the and one.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And you look at the Grizzlies' defense the last few years, RJ extremely disruptive.
Yeah, they've been top of the league in steals and blocks. That's just a part of the DNA in Memphis. It can be exhausting playing against guys like this.
And another fast break chance here for the Spurs. Here we go.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Bain against Vassell. Now here's Bain. He's covered closely to end the run. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
Now, here's Vassell. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Golden State. Wembanyama outside from the arc. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs. Their lead at 15. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Please direct your attention to center court.
Dominant performance from this offense. As a fan, you just have to admire it and see what they're doing.
Yeah, they're hitting.
All right, guys, let's swing it. And that concludes.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Luke Kennard out there with Pippen. And there's Jackson. Then it's Vince Williams. And it's up in at the 5 down low.
Nice shooting reflexes on display from Johnson. He's got such a quick release. It is off as soon as he touches it.
Pass to Kennard. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Paul passes to Sohan. Here's Bassett. Nice ball movement by San Antonio.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Pippen for 3. It's good from long range.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Paul dishes to Barnes. Out left to the wing. Here's Sohan. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. And the Spurs lead by 17.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
I'll tell you, Richard, you watch Jeremy Sohan, he can really do it all.
Yeah, power forward by trade, who's even played point guard at times. He's a great defender and a team player. He's the kind of guy you win with.
Paul, right side. Pass to Sohan. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. And let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. In the 3rd spot, the Spurs. The Grizzlies 4th.
Both clubs physically dominant inside the paint, and that's why you see those outstanding shot blocking numbers.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Paul surveying the floor. Floats one up. Count that one. Paul's got his first points in this one.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother, Powell, play for the Grizz. Marc said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. Pippen down low. Defended by Paul. And it's Pippen missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Johnson, a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Grizzlies trail by 16. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Some people, RJ, have called for fewer regular season games. Could that help?
Absolutely not. If Kareem Abdul-Jabbar can take commercial flights and have to stay the night over and play 82 games, I think that the teams today can play 82 games.
A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Despite his relatively quiet night, they are still winning, and that just shows this team is more than just about one guy.
Pippen kicks to Kennard. There's the three. Rebound, San Antonio. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one, and that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Paul outside from past the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Paul's got 7 points in the game.
By no means a volume three-point shooter, Paul picks his spots and is very accurate.
Pippen finds Kennard. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Pass to Sohan. And he banks in the layup. Sohan's got 4 points this quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
34 seconds left in the third. Outside for Pippen. Shot clock at 6. The shot, no good. Johnson with the defensive effort.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter. Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Johnson against Kennard. Good D by Johnson. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Vassell in at the 3 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Vassell, the bounce pass. He's looking for Sohan and finds him. Sohan with the screen. And Wembanyama outside. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got his 4th assist in this one. Morant looking around. Outside Jackson. Over Sohan. Almost, but it rolls out.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
There's the lob to Jackson. Fox with the steal. Launches a 3. Vassell, the pass to Fox. Buries it from 3-point range. Fox has got 22. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. And the dunk by Jackson.
Nice job completing the break. Triple J gets the points.
Fox with it. He's picked up by Morant. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Spurs making a switch here. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. So, Greg, you played the point. In create a player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Jackson's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's just unfair. 6'11" Jackson just sinking threes. I guess this is the new NBA.
Wembanyama, a screen on Morant. And it's Vassell in the corner. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Wembanyama's got 3 assists tonight. Morant with a wide open look. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Fox with it. Here's the screen. Pass to Kelishvili. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Outside, Payne. To the left side wing. San Antonio with the rebound. Kelishvili has got 6 rebounds in the game.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Spurs.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for De'Aaron Fox.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
Wells with the steal. His first shot coming late. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's Payne atop the key. Fires from deep. Rebound, San Antonio. 22 is their biggest lead. The wide open look here for Fox. Connects from 3-point range. And the Spurs lead by 21.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Wembanyama for 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
From deep 3-point land. Can't get it to fall. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They won this game going away. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for our reporter, David Aldridge.
On 2K Sport. On April Fool's Day. And let's see what the Minnesota Timberwolves have coming up. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against Russell Westbrook and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Thursday, they're off to Brooklyn to face off with the Nets.
And for their matchup with the 76ers, that will be their 4th outing in this young season. Coach will want to have his team starting to build a rhythm by then.
And here's Memphis' starting group. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Edey out there with Jackson, and it's Clark in at the small forward. And for the Timberwolves, Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. And Minnesota with possession here. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
You simply must account for Rudy Gobert and keep him off the offensive glass. He's done it his whole career.
Morant against McDaniels. Here's the pick. Morant into the lane. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Here's Edwards. After the basket by Memphis. Randle, the pass to McDaniels. Book it. And it's Randle with the assist. Grant, nothing quite like the first game of a brand new season. So many possibilities.
Well, you know, BA, for the players, you're excited and relieved at the same time. You get to see all the hard work you put in during the offseason pay off.
And so it's Memphis with it, following the score by Minnesota. The shot's good.
Because of his ability to elevate and make adjustments in air, Morant has no trouble scoring inside.
Randle, a screen on Clark. Here's Edwards. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. They were concerned with Jaren Jackson Jr. on both ends of the floor. Coach saying defensively, Triple J covers so much space, a blocking machine. And on the other side of the ball, Jaren has serious skill for a man of his size. He's a tough game plan for us. Jaren Jackson Jr., a two-way menace. Brian?
Appreciate the report, Allie. On target from range.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And stolen by Jackson. And now the Grizzlies on the run. And the dunk by Jackson.
I mean, big-time finish from Jackson. He is a force out there.
And it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And, B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure.
Now here's Jackson. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And you know you're always going to see some highlights when Morant is on the court. I mean, he loves to use that incredible 44-inch vertical.
DiVincenzo finds Edwards. No good. Had a chance to end the run there.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Edwards looking for an opening. Offensive rebound. Randall outside. Edwards a screen on Jackson. Outside Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Over Jackson. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And checking the 2K leaderboard. These teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. The Timberwolves, 3rd.
Last year, they were so good at generating open looks from distance. That's why their three-point shooting was so high.
And here's Edwards outside. Knocks it down from distance. Edwards has got 7 points.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
They set the screen. And it's Moran off the drive. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The free throw drops for Moran.
The boundless athleticism Morant has is really special. He's someone that is always in attack mode.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
DiVincenzo, pass to Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. There's 25 seconds left in the first. Edwards with it, and Clark picks him up defensively. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This guy always amongst the league leaders in dunks. Gobert is a force around the cup.
Now Morant. Jackson for 3. Here's Edey. Ja Morant. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Grizzlies. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Back after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Oh, big finish!
Oh, did you see that?
How about Anthony Edwards? The bounce. Go ahead, Ant.
Norris, one of the most physical guards in the NBA, Anthony Edwards.
If you want to talk about a prototypical NBA body, it's Anthony Edwards. He's got size, strength, athleticism, but beyond that, he's so skilled. 3-level scorer, versatile on the defensive end, fearless when it matters. Anthony Edwards may be the next face of the league.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Edwards. He's got 9. Down low. It's tipped and stolen by Clark. Randall against Jackson. Foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle.
Just a load to deal with inside. When Jackson Jr. goes up strong, he puts the defense in difficult situations.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
Here's Morant into the lane.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A three-point chance here if he can convert.
That is big-time strength from Anthony Edwards. He's got the perfect basketball frame.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies.
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They're just feasting on fast break chances.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Now here's McDaniels. There's the drive, and that one is stuffed right through.
That's about moving downhill with purpose. McDaniels puts it on the floor and makes the drive work.
Morant against McDaniels. Morant looking around. Pass to Edey. And here's Bane. Shot clock at 6. And it's Gobert with a rebound. DiVincenzo, pass to Edwards, and stolen by Bane. Morant with it. And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. There's a screen. Clock at 6. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game. And stolen by Edwards. DiVincenzo with it. He's picked up by Bane. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul. A minute and a half left in the second period. Hits the three-pointer.
I'll tell you what, their execution just continues to impress.
Now here's Morant. He's got 10. Jackson finds Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Here's Clark. Here's Edey. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
To the middle. Kicks it out to Clark. The 3-ball. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. There's 39 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Edwards for 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
He played well in the first quarter, but now he's taking it to the next level.
Grizzlies trail by 5. Outside Morant. From outside the arc. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
McDaniels inside, guarded by Bane. McDaniels can't hit. On the wing, Bane. Fires the 3. Here's Edey. And Gobert with a block. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. More 2K action in just a moment.
Thanks.
Taking a look here at the Grizzlies, they don't get their home opener until next game. But tonight, they start this new season on the road. Kind of like...
And now, guys, it's time to talk about that challenging first half for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Even team...
That does it for halftime. Let's get back.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Miller is out there with Naz Reid, and it's Minot in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Now here's Kennard. There's a screen. Jackson on the wing. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Here's Shannon, defended by Kennard. Miller, the pass to Reid. A slam dunk by Reid.
Man, Naz Reid not only gets off his feet, does it in a hurry and with some strength.
Kennard outside. Launches a three, nails it from three.
Well, this is how Luke Kennard made his way to the NBA. The knockdown three. Good night.
Here's Shannon. Count that bucket. Shannon's gotten 4 this quarter.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Kennard outside. Jackson, pass to Wells. It's rebounded by Minnesota. And Naz Reid has proven to be a matchup nightmare for opposing big men doors.
He has, BA, and the reason is he's bigger and stronger than most 4 men. Traditional 5s are too slow to stay with him. He can space you out to the three-point line, or he can punish you on the inside. Naz has got big-time game.
Here's Wells, following the score by Minnesota. Goes back up. Pass to Huff. Kennard for 3. And another 3 from Memphis.
This, folks, is what a pure shooter looks like. Luke Kennard, so good from range.
Here's Shannon. Uneasy 2 on the layup. Shannon's got 8.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Kennard outside. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Pass to Huff from behind the arc. Second shot opportunity, and Jackson lays it in. Jackson's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Now Miller, defended by Kennard. And he banks in the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Kennard passes to Huff. And he dunks it down.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Grizzlies trail by 7. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. Up top, Kennard. He's got 6. And there it is for him. Kennard's got his third bucket of the night.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Kennard outside. There's a screen. Pass to Huff. Stolen by Reed. Here's Shannon, and he jams it home with authority.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
Grizzlies trail by 9. Kennard outside. To the left side wing. Jackson left side. Shoots over Reed. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bain. Jackson out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Edey in at the 5 spot. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Strong drive by Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
Bain against DiVincenzo. With the floater and the basket by Bain.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Clark right side. Pass to Jackson. Outside Morant. Launches it. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Edwards. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for DiVincenzo. Well, Doris, we've heard Anthony Edwards declare himself as the best player in the league.
Well, BA, when you got the game to back it up, you don't mind putting yourself out there. And Anthony Edwards has charisma, highly skilled, and he's fearless when it matters most. Look out for the Ant-Man.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
Edwards a screen on Morant. Pass to Edwards. Back to Alexander Walker. Outside Edwards. And here's Alexander Walker, hounded by Morant. They get it back. The kick out to Edwards. Randall a screen on Clark. And here's Edwards outside. Edwards on target.
Every aspect of Anthony Edwards' game is on display. This guy has been cooking from the outset.
Left side Morant. And there's the drive. The offensive rebound. And they'll get another chance. Here's Clark. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And coach doesn't like the call at all.
With the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Clark, the pass to Jackson. Pass to Moran. 5 on the clock. Moran with the close-range bucket.
And tearing them to shreds tonight. You know, when a player as versatile as Morant starts going on, look out.
Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. Now Alexander Walker. They set a pick. Now here's Edwards. Three-pointer. The rebound by Edey. Grizzlies trail by 6.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Reed's checked in for Minnesota. Here's Payne. Money.
Oh, a guy you can trust in the big moments. Payne is a very consistent shot.
Now here's Alexander Walker, guarded by Payne. Edwards, no good. This is do or die time.
They must play flawlessly.
Deflects the pass. 30 seconds left in the final quarter. Soft touch off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
From deep, Morant. That shot off the mark. So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
And B.
Of the NBA, but the bad news. Chance now to take a look at some of the steal numbers over the scope of the last few months for Jaden McDaniels.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Zohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Fox is out there with Castle. And it's Vassell in at the 3. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randall out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard. Now here's Gobert. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Coaching staffs, Clark, have certainly grown since your time in the league. Do you think that can lead to too many voices in the locker room?
I really don't think that's an issue, Kevin, because no matter how many coaches you have, typically they are all in sync, and the head coach has usually put his staff together, and therefore they're moving in the same direction.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. He had a list of concerns coming in tonight, not the least of which was matching up with De'Aaron Fox. He said it's not just the speed, though that obviously is an issue. It's that Fox has also become so good at dictating tempo and getting you to play his style. That's something they can't allow. Kevin?
Thanks, David. So it's the Timberwolves now, after the basket by San Antonio. Back to DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Takes the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Edwards got 5 points so far.
Nice smooth three-point shot by Edwards there. Boy, he's got confidence from behind the arc.
There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
And Minnesota has possession following the three-pointer by San Antonio, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 6. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, and it's Fox with the jam.
How about the vertical from Fox? Throwing it down with authority. Go get it, young fella.
Yep, it counts. Edwards got his 3rd basket of the night. The Spurs come into this one following a loss to the Warriors. Fox goes in, uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, I love how Fox uses that wiry frame of his. He's eel-like in his ability to get to spots he wants to get to. He's always under control despite playing at a high rate of speed.
Now here's Edwards. 8 points for him. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Fox against McDaniel. Wembanyama, a screen. The kick out to Fox. Clock at 6. Vassell with it. Picked up by Edwards. And the dunk by Sohan.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Gobert the screen. Edwards dishes to Gobert. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Vassell left side. Lets it go from deep. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Vassell's got 5.
Yeah, Vassell looking comfortable and confident from the corner.
Here's Edwards. And he drops it in from the low post.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Here's Fox. 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Vassell drives in.
And this coaching staff would love to see more of that. Vassell taking it to the rim.
20 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's DiVincenzo. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Driving the lane. Powered down as the whistle blows. A three-point play chance.
Well, Castle showing his ability to create and finish when the defense overcommits.
San Antonio shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Here's Vassell. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Spurs here, guys.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Reed is out there with Randall, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Nice move, and Fox finishes it off. Fox has got the lead up to 11 now for San Antonio.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough. Oh, man! Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
Anthony Edwards is a classic two-guard, Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is. Pretty tricky and sweet pump fake move by Edwards there, pulling the defender in close to get the foul drawn.
And you see, don't you, Clark, the steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his third season. With Edwards, the chance is there. If he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far, then he's going to be MVP caliber, and I dare say, perhaps the face of the league for several years to come.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Guarded by Fox. For three, Edwards. Edwards with confidence.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Wembanyama, a screen on McDaniel. Here's Fox. Dives to the hoop. Reed against Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there. with a purpose.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Oldham. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. Jaden McDaniels has become an X factor for the Wolves. Mike Conley says, we know what he does defensively, but the offense that he can bring for us balances our unit. It's much needed. Guys tend not to think of him as an offensive player, but he does have that in his game. Kevin?
But I love the reference to an X factor. He definitely is that. All right, David, thank you. And the foul on Jeremy Sohan. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Vassell with it, out defended by Randall, and the dunk by Sohan.
And since he entered the league, Vassell's playmaking has really come a long way. He is a solid creator.
And Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Sohan, the pass to Vassell. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul will give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Wembanyama against Randall. Sohan, the pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama getting it done inside.
Man, this kid has all the confidence in the world. Wembanyama stayed under control just in time to beat the clock.
Alexander Walker finds Edwards. San Antonio with the rebound. Sohan's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Vassell. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
And Clark, here's a great guy to have in the rotation. Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Loved him in college. Loved his versatility, and I thought it would translate nicely to the NBA. Took him a minute to find his rhythm, but he's got great length, which makes him versatile defensively, and he can play with just about anybody because he's got good all-around offensive skills.
The offensive rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Pass to Reed. It's Edwards on the wing. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Yeah, I like the way Fox uses his wiry frame there. I mean, even when he's getting knocked around and jostled about, he maintains control and still gets the job done.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Timberwolves trail by 16. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Edwards. The muscle from Edwards.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Sohan inside. He's defended by Randall. And Wembanyama gets it to go. Wembanyama's got 7 points here in this quarter. Left side, Edwards. Alexander Walker. And so it's San Antonio with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 6. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
They're dominating this game like we dominate every other sports halftime show.
Oh, wow. Okay, Ernie. Shots fired.
Let's move on now to that first half we were watching. A brutal game so far for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And that is it for halftime.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
On the court for San Antonio, Johnson is out there with Chris Paul. Then it's Barnes, and it's Bassey in at the 5 down low. Here's Shannon. Pass to Reed, beyond the arc. Bassey pulls it in. Paul looking around.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Johnson's shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 18. Lobbed up there for Miller. A steal. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Rudy Gobert is checked in for Minnesota. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Alexander Walker.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Shannon. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
That one misses. Ball's knocked loose. Spurs leading by 17. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. 6 to shoot. And he lays it straight in. Mamu Kelishvili has got his first basket of the night.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Johnson, wide open. He fires. Good on the triple. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. Rudy Gobert is second.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you. Paul is truly the prototypical point guard. He's got a high IQ, takes care of the ball, and he prioritizes setting up his teammates.
Here's Shannon. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Chris Paul picks up that one. The Timberwolves shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. And so he hits both. San Antonio leading by 20. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Count it. Paul's got 6 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And Paul over to help. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Jump ball call.
Miller, the pass to Shannon. 1:14 left here in the third quarter. Gobert gets the bucket.
Clearly the strength of Gobert's game. Tough cover down low.
Spurs leading by 22. Paul with the three. The three-pointer is right on target. Paul's got 9 points in the quarter.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the defense. Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Yeah, right. I don't know how much weight that carries.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson. He had a strong showing last season. Averaged about 15 points a game last season. 5 rebounds and 3 assists. And every team wants a scorer to give them a lift off the bench, and that's just what he brings.
Well, he's instant offense. I mean, the game's momentum can be going one way, then bam, his scoring turns the tide.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous. Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. 18 feet out. Good. And it's 13 points for Chris Paul.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Shots good by Shannon.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Paul outside. Got it off in time. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are... And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Julius Randle is out there with Reed. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Man, he's got it going now. When he's in this kind of a zone, boy, he's fun to watch.
And Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And so it's Minnesota with it. Alexander Walker. The quick look, no good that time.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Great open look there. Reeves got his first 3 points of the game.
Reed has a pretty proficient three-point shot. He's a big guy who loves to stretch the floor, too.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed. Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Here's Randall. Yep, that one goes.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Fox going inside, and it's Fox with the jam.
And one of the quickest players in basketball. Love watching Fox use that momentum to his advantage on the drive.
Here's Edwards. and the layup's good off the glass. Edwards got 4 points in the quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And the basket by Edwards.
Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammates, he's getting the rock every time.
Fox passes to Bissell. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Timberwolves. Trailing by 17. Takes it inside. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on to De'Aaron Fox. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for San Antonio.
You know, this is an example of why conditioning can be so important. I mean, it can be critical. They continue to sprint the floor, and there's no let up in sight.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
Strong work inside by the 6'9" Jaden McDaniels, showing how effective he can be down there.
Here's Castle. Edwards defending. Back to Fox. Here's Castle. And that one is hammered home.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Good on the bucket.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Fox against McDaniel. A three from Wembanyama. Nailed from three-point land. Wembanyama has got 5 points in the quarter.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Spurs.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for De'Aaron Fox.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Randall outside. And the wide open shot from Reed. No good on the triple. So it's the Spurs now. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Edwards looking it over. And Edwards slams it in. There's 31 seconds left in the game. Back to Fox. Outside for Wembanyama. Pass to Vassell. Back to Wembanyama. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Wembanyama throws it down.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what.
Thank you, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge.
Backwards in this one, Stan, cream of the crop.
Well, a lot of people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions, but tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. Now the starting group for San Antonio. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Wembanyama. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Mamukelashvili in at the four-man position. Here's Mamukelashvili. And it's blocked by Clark. Here's Edey. Knocks it loose. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. And the dead-eye shooter, Mike Miller, here to support his former team, the Grizzlies.
Hey, the Rookie of the Year back in 2001 for the Magic, but traded to Memphis and had the finest seasons of his career in a Grizzlies uniform.
The three from Bane.
That's a great contest by Vassell. He's got the tools to be a very good defender.
Stan, one of the most impressive streaks in sports history. The San Antonio Spurs, one of the smallest markets in the NBA, making 22 consecutive playoffs.
Yeah, and Brian, there's nothing that I respect more than consistent success year after year. I think it's harder than having that one great year. What San Antonio did in those years is incredible.
And they had a great sideline reporter, I hear, too.
Good-looking guy.
Showing off the major hops. Wow. Look at Fox. Get up and finish with some power.
Oh, got a piece of it. Morant, the pass to Bane. Back to Morant. Clock at 6. Out to the right wing. Castle for 3. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
Always ready to fire. Castle wasting no time.
The Grizzlies have gone 1 for 3 so far with the step back. Here's Morant. Uses the glass on the layup. Morant's got his second basket on the night.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies. Talking with him about De'Aaron Fox, I asked Coach what he wanted his guys to do against him, and Coach said to not give him room to run. De'Aaron is dangerous when he's attacking lanes and leaking out in transition, so we need to limit those opportunities. So it sounds like they're aiming to slow the pace down. We'll see if it works for them.
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Bane. Here's Edey. And a two-handed jam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
He drops it from range. Fox has got 5.
Yeah, hats off to Fox. He really has upgraded that three-point stroke.
Clark, the pass to Bane. There's a minute 54 left in the first quarter of the game. 4 on the clock. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Fox with the ball. Guarded by Morant. Outside Wembanyama. Vassell outside. They get the rebound. Oh! Wembanyama throws it down.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Inside. It's stolen by Wembanyama. On the break. Knocked loose. Here's Edey. He's covered by Fox. The 3 from Bane. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Morant looking for an opening. Counted from distance. He's got 7. San Antonio leading by 6. Fox right side. Outside Wembanyama. And a miss there on the triple. And it's Morant with the ball for Memphis. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
And it was an awful game defensively. They lost the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
Fox outside. Right side, Wembanyama. There's the triple. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's San Antonio leading by 6. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about San Antonio here in this one?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Jackson out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Edey in at the center position, filling out the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Well, Coach, one of the more electric players in the NBA, Ja Morant.
Yeah, that's for sure, Brian. High-flying, acrobatic at the rim, just a supreme athlete, and he is without a doubt one of the most exciting players this league has to offer.
So it's the Grizzlies now. The Spurs making their last shot. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. And that sends Victor Wembanyama to the free throw line. That's on Brandon Clark. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach. Well, defenses should always expect this from Bane. He's a skilled distance shooter.
Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Outside Morant, pass to Bane. Here's Edey. Jackson for 3. Rebounded by Fox. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Well, Castle got out in transition and ends up getting trusted with finishing the fast break, which he does.
Right side Bane. To the paint. Kicks it out to Jackson. And there's a 3-second violation. All right, let's use this time to check out the teams with the most steals last year. Memphis, 4th.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
3-pointer, Fox. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
So it's the Grizzlies now. 8-point game. Pass to Edey. Kicks it out to Bane. From deep. Sinks it from distance. Bane's got 6 here in the quarter.
Smooth and fast release from Bane that time.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Victor Wembanyama is looking to make the Spurs a contender. He said, my hunger is bigger than ever to win and compete. I think it's so much better, and this is what I'm trying to do every game, every week, and every month. There's no need to be frustrated. I keep my long-term goals in mind.
Ah, passion and patience. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Bane. 6 points for him. Oh, Fox with a steal.
Well, that's just great awareness. He was ready and took advantage.
Outside for Wembanyama. And again, it's the Spurs from deep. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for San Antonio.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And also, the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
Clark, no good.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Recently, player health has been the big talking point around the Memphis Grizzlies stand.
Yeah, B.A., look, and it's really a shame to have such a talented, dynamic team have to deal with all those constant what-ifs and have their seasons so affected by things outside of their control. It's tough.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Pass to Wembanyama. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. Jaren Jackson picks one up. San Antonio shooting their second attempt at the line tonight. All right, Stan, what's your take on this very youthful San Antonio Spurs roster?
Well, Brian, they've got the guy to build around. They're very exciting to watch. They've been gaining momentum. They're coming together as a unit, as a roster. And look, this team's got a chance to be very good together.
The shot is good by Manu Kelishvili.
I'll tell you what, they are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game.
Pass to Edey. Jackson outside. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
A strong three-point shooter. Jackson Jr. responds.
Wembanyama, the pass to Fox. Back to Wembanyama, and stolen by Clark. We've got 33 seconds left in the second quarter. Spurs lead by 11. Here's Castle. 5 points in the game. Outside Morant. And Morant laces the triple.
Yeah, he's so confident on that pull-up now. That's why the defense can't afford to give him any space.
It's Fox with a drive. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Payne. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen. Ali, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
It'll be the Suns against the Bucks out in Milwaukee. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time is the tip-off. And returning our attention to this game, an impressive first half for the Spurs.
You have to ask yourself, how much...
And that's it for halftime.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting the second half with. Barnes and Sohan, your small and power forwards. Keldon Johnson out there with Chris Paul. And it's Bassey in at the 5. Wells misses.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
The kick out to Paul. Barnes feeling it out a bit. To the wing, right side. Just 3 to shoot. The 3. Paul shot is off. Grizzlies trail by 8. Williams from long range. Bassey pulls it in. San Antonio's got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. And, Coach, you look at Vince Williams. That 7-foot wingspan is a difference maker defensively.
It sure is, Brian. He disrupts a lot of offensive action, both on and off the ball, forcing turnovers and blocking shots.
Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Yeah, you have to be so worried about Kennard's shot. That opens things up for others.
And the shot goes down. Paul's got 5 now.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Kennard against Johnson. Fires the 3. Kennard can't get it to go.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Oh, got that one up quick. Johnson's gotten his first basket of the night.
I love the confidence from Johnson. I want to see him continue taking these types of shots.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Offensive board. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Barnes has gotten his first points in this one.
And when you're the ones trying to fight your way back into the game, you simply cannot allow second chances.
Well, look, their lack of effort is exactly why they're behind. Just look at how they're getting bullied on the glass right now.
Jackson for 3. Bassey pulls it in. Bassey's got 4 rebounds in the game.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Huff pulls it in. Grizzlies trail by 15. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Kennard for 3. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes.
just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
And one thing you can say about the Memphis Grizzlies, they are disruptive defensively, Stan.
Yeah, Brian. They've been in the top 5 in the league in steals, blocks, turnovers forced over the last few years. And let's face it, they're aggressive offensively as well. This team attacks at both ends of the court.
Johnson for 3. Right side, Paul. Back to Sohan. Jacks up a 3. He goes up again. It's Barnes on the wing. Williams defending. Barnes, no good. The Grizzlies shooting around 44%. Not bad. From the arc. The shot by Johnson, no good. Grizzlies trail by 18. Here's Jackson. And that one drops for him.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Paul finds Barnes. Barnes the screen. There's the 3. Paul can't get it to go.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Huff's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game. Stan, certain NBA teams take on the identity of their home. Like the Grizzlies, for example. They call Memphis Crying City.
Well, Brian, I think it's a perfect fit. Hard-working people in a hard-working city, and they want a hard-working team.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Here's Kennard. Good work there as it goes.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Paul. And it's off from 3-point range.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Jackson for 3. Knocks down the triple. Jackson's got 5 points.
Usually just seen as a knockdown shooter, Kennard has good instincts as a passer as well.
Paul. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. And the Spurs lead by 13. Williams from long range. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
What a huge shot to beat the...
And so it's San Antonio earning this break in the action, up 10. The flow of the game has favored them in general. But hey, the tide can shift. We'll be back in a moment. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assistant. The game.
Ooh, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
4th quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Clark in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. San Antonio leading by 13. To the inside. Pass to Castle. 4-3. Over to the left wing. Here's the 3. Knocks down the long J.
Well, when the 3 ball is falling for Castle, he is extremely difficult to defend.
And it's Morant with the ball for the Grizzlies. Clark with it. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Here's Castle. Memphis with a rebound. Edey's got 4 rebounds now. The Grizzlies shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Jackson, the pass to Bane. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys, but now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
Left side, Morant. That's tipped. Oh, Fox with a steal. Pass to Castle. Takes a three. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for San Antonio.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight. When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
And it's Morant. Oh!
Wow! Yeah, Morant's got to get himself in that dunk contest. I mean, look at that.
You know, Coach, when you watch Ja Morant play, it's hard to think of anyone else as explosive as he is.
Yeah, Brian, he can make a defender look like he's standing still. The burst that Morant has with his first step is unrivaled. Probably the best burst in the entire league.
Truly is a human highlight reel in this modern day. Vassell can't get it to go. Grizzlies trail by 16. Pass to Morant. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in.
And he was making sure of that one. Jackson with the strong finish.
The three from Wembanyama. Oh, he nails it. 10 for 14 after that one.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Here's Clark. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Whew, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
San Antonio leading by 13. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Off target from outside.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And it's Morant missing. The Spurs have got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Spurs.
And a big part of their success was the second chance buckets they secured tonight.
Yeah, it's just proof that being aggressive on the boards can pay game-winning dividends.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Outside Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
On offense, here is San Antonio. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Oh, they get a hand on it. And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard.
To a team's confidence to start the season strong.
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randall out there with Gobert, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point.
You try to get spicy and totally whiffed, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least about a week.
Here's Morant. Minnesota with the rebound. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Bangs home the trifecta.
And so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And then jammed down as he goes right over Anthony Edwards.
Oh, wow. Okay, John turning his moves. Someone throw that man some water.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has...
And here we go, coach's challenge.
Goaltending review process. One thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
If via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. So, guys, the courtside administrator has received the verdict. They will overturn the goaltending violation. So, a good use for the challenge here.
And with the improvements to cameras and visibility for these sorts of plays around the rim, it seems impossible now to imagine not having replay review. This time it works. They reversed the call, and I think that's a good thing for all parties.
Payne for three. Here's Edey. Shakes him. Rips in the dunk off the timely pump fake.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
This is Rudy in his zone, where his shot is within easy reach.
Morant looking around. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. Jackson against Randall. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. McDaniels against Bane. Edwards a screen on Bane. McDaniels passes to Edwards. 5 to shoot. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Memphis trailing here. Outside, Bane. They set the pick from deep. Trains it from beyond the arc.
This is why Bane is a volume three-point shooter. It's because he is lethal from deep.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked out, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Morant outside. Three-pointer. DiVincenzo with the rebound. And now Minnesota on the fast break. McDaniels with the ball. Still yet to score. At the elbow, Edwards. Such a wide open look.
And that's what they're looking for from Edwards. Scoring from all areas of the court, even mid-range, keeps the defense honest.
Morant dishes to Clark. Outside, Bain. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. The finish. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
McDaniels against Morant. And finished off by Morant.
When Morant drives, he is just so difficult to stop. His agility, that's what makes beating the D look so easy.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. 5 on the clock. Fades. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Here's Morant. There's the drive. And McDaniels with the block. Picked his pocket. Outside, Bain. The three from Morant. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 2. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. Outside Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And yes, it's good.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Morant against McDaniel. Morant outside. He takes it in, and Morant throws it down.
This is what you pay to see. Morant doing what he does, exploding right to the rim off the drive. Wow.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Up top, DiVincenzo. Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
And the slam, if Rudy gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is going to finish it.
Jackson misses. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And Randall throws it down.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. McDaniels against Morant. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Clark against McDaniel. Pass to Randall. Edwards with it. Randall a screen on Morant. And here's Edwards from the arc. That's his 4th miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots. The Grizzlies trail by 3. High post, Jackson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Jackson's got his first bucket in this one.
Just like his pop, Jaren Jackson Jr. Yeah, look, this man, when he gets close to the hoop, it is pretty much automatic. You can't let that happen.
Ouch.
Unbelievable jam from a player who's given us more than his share of great ones in his time.
You're right, Greg. Defense was nothing but an afterthought on that drive to the hoop.
Always in attack mode. We see him do this night after night.
Here's Morant. And he drives in, kept alive. Pass to Edey. Outside for Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Jackson's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
One of many weapons in Jackson Jr.'s arsenal. He can spot up on you and make it look too easy.
Here's Edwards, back to DiVincenzo. And there's a whistle. That goes on Zach Edey. That's his first foul. 1:06 left to play here in the second quarter. Outside for Randall. Hits the three-point bomb. Randall's got 7 now in this quarter.
And helping the team space the floor there. Randall with so much more confidence now from the outside.
Now here's Morant for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And finished off by McDaniel.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. At the elbow, it's Gobert. Out to Edwards. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed comes in for Gobert. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Dante DiVincenzo. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Down low, here's Bane. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Explosion to the rim. Bane not backing down.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Free throw drops for Alexander Walker. And so, Alexander Walker nails both of them. Here's Morant. He's got 11. They set the pick. Fires for 3. And that one released in time, but no good. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Minnesota on top. They're up by 5. Time now for the halftime break. With the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Hello and welcome.
I think for Memphis, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big changes, and then you have subtle changes. Everything in preparation for this moment.
And looking back on that first half, it certainly hasn't gone as planned for the Grizzlies.
I've seen more stops than...
And that is it for halftime.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
Williams is out there with G.G. Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Wells, and it's Huff in its center. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Kennard. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Shannon passes to Reed. Off target from outside. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. They trail by 3. Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. On the wing, Jackson, covered by Miller. Here we go, all alone, by himself. Throws down the breakaway jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
Kennard for 3. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 5. Miller with a screen on Williams. Miller right side. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
He doesn't get the second one. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Jackson throws it down hard.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw of the night here. That's good from Jackson. It's a close game here in Memphis. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Shannon. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Second personal foul.
While we have a chance, let's now take a look at the teams that top the league in shooting from beyond the arc. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
They ran a great system last year that put a priority on creating high-quality looks from deep, and it made them the best three-point shooting team in the league.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Kennard. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. That will be their second of 6 road games for the team. Pulls up for 3. Miller grabs the miss. Minnesota leading by 4. Now, Alexander Walker. And that one drops for him. Alexander Walker's got 6 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Let's take a look at numbers for Kennard. How he did last season. Averaged about 11 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
And that's what you need from some guys on the team. Not everyone can be an all-star. You need glue guys to find that success too.
And it's good, 2 points. The Grizzlies trail by 8. And Williams, here we go, lays it up and banks it in. Williams has got his first basket. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And the basket is good.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
109 left in the third.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Pick by Reed. Shannon passes to Reed, and the shot goes in. And now it's a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now, here's Kennard. Defense right on him. Outside Jackson. Pass to Williams. Just 5 on the clock. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Minot. It's rebounded by Memphis. On the wing, Williams. Defended by Alexander Walker. Williams passes to Huff. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Miller is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Minot in at the small forward position. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to 8 on the bucket from Kennard.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Wasted no time on that one. Alexander Walker's got 9 points here in the second half. Here's Wells. Here he goes. Pass to Kennard. Lets it go with a 3. Sinks the triple.
Well, if they're doubling you, then you know someone is open to shoot. So smart move passing it out.
Inside, here's Alexander Walker.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Kennard kicks to Jackson. Pass to Williams. Puts up a 3. Miller grabs the miss. Miller's got 4 rebounds in this game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Now here's Wells. Defended by Alexander Walker. So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
Substitution on the court.
Morant kicks to Clark. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Timberwolves leading by 12. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Edwards passes to DiVincenzo. Puts the move on. He takes it up and lays it in.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Jackson setting the pick here for Bane. Takes a 3. Drills it from outside.
This isn't Bane's preferred spot on the arc, but he's got the skill to knock it down.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Edwards on. Edwards with the dunk of the night.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Morant against McDaniel. Morant outside. Offensive rebound. Edey. Pass to Clark. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Morant against DiVincenzo. Yep, that one goes in there. DiVincenzo's got 4 this quarter.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
What separates Jaren from other bigs is he's got great confidence in his shot.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Out to Edwards. Fires away from outside. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Minnesota.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And really, they finally got something good to happen against this team. The last 2 games they faced them weren't nearly as productive.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. For 3, Edwards. Rebounded by Jackson. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. 15-point game. Here's Edey. From down in the low post, it goes. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
And it's Edwards, top of the key. To the inside, here's Randall. Sweet move. No good at the rim. Outside, Payne. Pass to Edey. Morant, right side. It's stolen by Edwards. And the rejection by Jackson. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. A solid win on the road for them this built. Thanks so much, David. And that about wraps it up. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony in a